And we're up. All right. So, starting off the scene, it's 1989. It's August. It's August 21st, 1989. It's a heavy storm night, and you guys at the police station get a call that there's been a attack at the local high school. I need to look up the thing real quick. I just forgot the name. I'm ruining the mood. No. A local attack at Mount Manfield Union High School. You received a call that it's after hours. Like, it's, if anyone's there, it should be like after school clubs and stuff like that. You all jump in your squad cars, and 3 squad cars head down to the high school. When you get there, there's a bunch of students outside. There's some teachers, and there seems to be this weird, like, crystal, like, bowl covering the school. You guys get out of your cop cars and begin to get closer to inspect, and one of the other policemen is like tapping on the glass, and it seems like it like reflects like every time he taps on it. So they're all looking at each other, deciding what to do. And one of the professors come up and tells you that there's a few entrances into the school. There's the water treatment center that goes outside of the school. There's a little tunnel that goes into it. There's the what seems to be like the bus garage, where it sticks out of the school area and it's not covered by the crystal ball field. And there seems to be like maybe there's a way on top of the crystal ball that you can get into. So, guys, introduce yourselves and tell me what would you like to do?
I'm Officer Kevin Dolan. I'm uh, just a rookie officer. I'm just joined the force. I I'm medical focused. I'm not very strong, but I have pretty good aim, and I'm pretty quick. Once I hear this information, I kind of look to some of my other officers and I say, maybe we should go. We got to get in there somehow, right?
Rex Marshall, recovering and sometimes slipping alcoholic with anger issues, estranged from the family, super dedicated to the law to the point of the concept of the law, to the point of screwing up the actual rules. Very much a trope, but the guy you see on the cop shows. One of the guys you see on the cop shows. So let me let's do the other intro, and then I want to ask a question to set the scene in my brain.
Detective Jackson Miller, 18 months detective, maybe 8 years on the beat, on the street. This would be his first big case, and he's not a very happy man. He's got some pent-up anger issues that you're going to probably see during the session. And he, unless Rex wants to jump in with setting the scene, I'm going to do something.
Okay, so let me. So we got to the school, and can you? So there's like this. There's a report of.
There was a report of
Okay.
an attack, and you only see like some students outside and some faculty.
Okay, and so so what was your name again? So sorry, can we put the names in the chat?
I got it. Just well, okay, that works too. Ben is Jackson. Officer Jackson. There you go.
Okay. And Jackson he suggested that we try and get in there right away, right?
No, he was going to get out of the car and start doing stuff.
Okay.
That was Kevin.
All right. I'm gonna say I think I wanna go see what has got all these millennials all worked up. Or is this the generation after millennials? He's old. He's jaded. He's like me.
Hey, everyone's a millennial.
I'm not a millennial.
No, everyone is. You don't have a choice.
I think I'm Generation Y. I think that's what they define me as. Yeah, but these
So
kids, I want to see what they're reporting.
All right, so you're gonna talk to one of the kids. What is Jackson gonna do?
Jackson gets out of the car and starts walking towards. I assume there's like other officers just like here.
There's only two other officers.
Are they like my subordinates or?
You're in the rank of a detective, so you're a bit higher than them, but not by much.
Okay, so Jackson begins to walk over with purpose, and he takes his shades off and puts them into his suit pocket, and he says, he starts pointing at the kids and the teachers that are like just obviously scared, like stood around, and says, they're going to be a hell of a lot more scared when we start pulling out dead bodies from that school, or worse. To get them away, at least across the street. Jesus fucking Christ.
They immediately like all right, and they start like trying to like gather people away. Another one grabs crime scene tape and just starts putting it from tree to tree, marking off a line of do not enter. And Kevin, what are you doing?
I'm going to make sure that they get across the street safely, and since that the report said that they had suffered an attack, I'm going to ask them if they have anyone that's been injured or might know what's going on inside.
All right. So coming back to Rex, You're asking them like what happened here exactly, and trying to remember names down so I can get this. And Kevin's like there to assist if anyone got hurt. So Rex, you may start. Ask your questions.
I'm gonna start with the first kid. I'm gonna find out who I'm gonna ask one of the cops.
Sorry, I can't hear your like zappy voice.
Maybe that's part of the game.
Oh, it's raining really hard.
Jesus Christ.
That was pretty creepy, actually.
Yeah, roll insanity.
Okay, is it back?
I mean, try talking. I can only hear when you're talking.
Okay, is it gotten okay?
It's back. No.
Okay, just a second.
Oh, wait, you're fine.
God, what the hell is that? Okay, so I'm gonna ask one of the cops, like the beat cops, who looks like who I guess who was the first reporter? Who looks like they know what's going on in there?
So they never got a name. They got a phone call saying that they were like something's happening at the school. Oh God, someone got hurt, and they just said that something's attacking the school, and then they just hung up. And so far, no one has approached him. Like all these kids and teachers were ran out the school. Kevin, you can see, like looking over these kids, none of these people seem hurt. They seem to have gotten out faster than whatever was in there. And they don't know what was attacking. No one seems to be giving any answers to that. Like neither the teachers nor the students know. They just there was an attack. The principal called out to everyone needs to evacuate. And these are the people that made it out before the shield dropped down.
Okay. Are the kids lined up, wrapped in towel, blankets, whatever, I assume?
They have their jackets on. Some of them are covering their heads with their backpacks or books. And this just started. They have even the cops that arrived here first, the two cops that that Jackson ordered to move people away and stuff. They haven't even mobilized this. You got here just as it whatever happened started.
Okay, I'm gonna try an insight roll or a guts. That's what I'd call it, guts. Not guts courage guts, but my gut instinct. My hippie mom called vibe sense. To see if I can see if somebody looks like they're just a little bit too shaken, or maybe what I mean. What do cops call vibes? They call it hunch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a hunch roll to see if I could see if somebody knows more than the others just by their body language.
Okay.
Is this a D20 roll under a wisdom stat?
Yeah. That works.
Okay.
I should have taken. Oh wait, here. This will be easier. I'll just do this. I'll post it on the Facebook. Here's all this goes. You can still roll it. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, it's not really it's not an under wisdom. It's wisdom my wisdom gives a bonus. Fuck. My guy's hungover. 5.
Oh, good.
No, really, that's what we're gonna say. He slipped. He slipped last night. Got drunk. Called his fucking sponsor. Ended up at a meeting. Is sober today, but is still a bit off. So he ended up with a 5.
So you're looking over this crowd, and they all seem shaken up. They don't know what's going on. Some of them are starting they are asking around to, like, if they can call home. Some of them pull out phones, but not all of them have phones at this point. Others just walk over to the payphone. There's a line for me, but there's not really much going on here, as you can see. Like, you can't tell if anyone's more shaken up than no one else. They all look scared.
All right. Well, I'm just going to start with one at random, and then ask what was seen in there by them. What's going on inside the school?
So you go over to this kid, and he's just like shaking it. He has nothing to cover him, so he's shaking from the rain. And he looks up and he like explains that he doesn't know what was in there. He was like one of the classes like farther in. He swears he saw a little green man like tackle Jennifer, and that after that he just kept running.
Is Jennifer out here?
No, he didn't look back. He just kept running.
I'm going to make my way down the line and see if I can
roll me a flat d20.
Make some consistency, like see if there's like consistent threads that 7. Yeah, he's hungover.
So what you get from most of these is like they don't know. They either ran out. Some of them think they saw something, but they're not sure what. Some of them claim that there was like creatures just jumping out of the walls and attacking people. Someone say like the lockers broke open and ate people. Some of these are like hysterical, that you're not sure quite what's true and what's not true. One of them claims they even saw a dragon at some point, but no one really knows like what happened in there. You can't really get any good information.
Okay.
Kevin, like as you're following Rex, like listening to him act, you find one of the teachers seems to have like 3 slash marks on his arms, on one of his arms. And when you come over, it looks like they look like cuts that could be made from a knife, like just looking at it, but they're 3 straight lines, so it couldn't be just made from like the same knife cutting over and over again. That's what you notice.
Sir, can I please look at that? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't know what got me. It was probably the fence as I was running out. He lifts up his shirt. He's lifts up his sleeve so he can show you. And it's just like 3 straight lines of a cut. Yeah, you can roll.
I don't necessarily know what I'm rolling for.
Well, what
I
skill
got
you rolling
medicine, so 17.
17. They're not deep cuts, but they look like something like a bear claw would give when they like scratch someone, like a bear claw. But there's no bears in there. That'd be weird.
Do you keep any pets or anything like that in there? Some dangerous tools?
Well, the school has like a farm center where we keep some animals, but there's like some cows, some pigs, some sheep. Nothing major. I don't think none of those would do this to me.
Okay, well, do you need somebody to drive you to the hospital?
I don't know, I'm fine. It doesn't hurt that much. Just like if you can wrap it up, that'd be great.
Yeah, I could do that. Just hold still. And I take out my small med kit and start giving him a bandage.
All right. You do so. Your med kit now has 6 more uses. Med kit can basically just stabilize a person once they're like, yeah, stable as a person. Anyone want to do anything?
How far has that guy got with securing the perimeter?
Most of the students and teachers have been pushed back. Some stragglers are being held back because Rex and Kevin are talking to them.
Uh-huh.
And
he's
after a
taping
while,
it off.
Yeah, they begin taping it off. They cover from tree to tree, covering the barrier. A large squad car pulls up and 2 more officers get out. It's one of those like cop vans where they have equipment inside. The police captain comes out and like looks around the area, and seeing as Jackson's not really doing much, he shouts over to Jackson like, "Jackson!"
And Jackson, without even like clocking him, like just knows that voice. Sort of fucks his head. Motherfuck. And he turns around and says his name, whatever his name is.
Gordon.
And he says, Gordon, on time as usual, and sort of walks over to him.
All right, Jackson, give me a report. What's going on here? What have you heard?
He says, we heard there was an attack at the school. And he points at his 2, what do you call them? Associates.
Fingers? Okay.
No, like, yeah, not friends, like associates. And says that they're like, sorry, I can't my words out. He says that they're interviewing people now, trying to get an MO. And he says, just quickly, because I was going to make like a check on this fucking dome that's over it. Like,
okay,
what does it look like? And can I see the school through it? Is it like what is it? Like, not what is it, but what does it look like?
Well, looking through it, it looks like it's a glass dome, but looking inside, you see like heavy mist. You can make the outline of the school a bit, but it's like someone put the school in a pot and it began to simmer. You can feel some heat coming out of the bowl, but all you see is like some heavy mist in there.
And it's quite clearly in like a thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's. So he says, so he like continues and he says, and unless you haven't fucking noticed, what the fuck is that? And he points at this mist dome, and he says, I ain't never seen anything like that before.
Gordon removes his like hat and like combs over his like bald head and like this. I don't know. We need to get a squad together. Yeah. I mean, Anag?
Yep.
Are you saying anything?
No, I'm sneezing. I'm sorry.
Mute button.
It got me before I could get to the button.
It's okay, buddy.
And he says, get a squad together. For all we know, people are still inside now.
Right. We need to get a squad together to get in there.
I got the squad, and he just points at my 2 associates again. We're ready. And he does that like wolf whistle that I can't do.
Rex and Kevin, you hear Jackson whistle for you both.
Finish up. We're heading in.
I make my way over.
Am I done wrapping the bandage?
Yes. It doesn't take long.
I take a little bit of extra time to meticulously put my med kit away, and then I head over.
Gordon looks at you three, and then looks at Jackson. Do you need any more men, or you feel like you good? Because I could get 2 more officers down here.
Do you have any in red shirts?
He
Not
cocks
really.
his eyebrow.
I don't really say that.
But Rex, you are wearing a red shirt.
As he's talking, I'm kind of. I asked the other guys, is anybody else feeling like we're getting fed a pile of bullcrap here?
What else is new?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've only been on the job for about a month, but this seems pretty crazy.
You'll learn, kid. It's always crazy.
Gordon looks over at the 3 of you. All right. I want you guys to gear up and get in there. Pick up your radios. Pick up an extra 2 mags if you need them. For God's sakes, please be safe in there. I want constant radio contact.
I kind of just pull out my radio, make sure that we're all on the same signal, almost fumble it while I'm playing with it, then catch it.
Jesus, kid, come on, get your act together. You got people to save.
Don't worry about it, Chief. I got my eye on him. He'll be fine.
All right, leave the bottle on the floor and get to work. Come on, man. So, you guys, any gear you guys want to add to your list, or are you guys good?
I have a non-issue, non above the board, little small ankle holster. It's gotten me in trouble before, but better safe than sorry.
Okay, so you want to add another pistol to your equipment?
Yeah, if we could, if you're comfortable, like letting
that's fine.
that. I mean,
you have 2 pistols.
That's more for character development than anything else, right?
Uh-huh. Anyone else?
Trying to think of some cool shit.
I don't know. Can we get a lighter?
Lighter? Yeah. Yeah, he can look around, give you a lighter if you need it.
My character has
Thanks, Captain.
My character has a lighter and a pack of cigarettes, and he goes back to his car, looks in the glove compartment, looks at the flask that's in there. After a moment of pretty quick moment, but difficult moment of personal soul searching, he leaves the flask in the glove compartment.
All right. And Jackson, anything?
I think as Jackson walks over to this like van, he like pulls like a small like pill bottle out of his his jacket, and he shakes it and pops the thing and takes a couple. And you see him you don't see him, but like he screws his face up, puts it back in, and then when he goes into the van, he what weapons do I have?
Yeah, a pistol and a knife.
Yeah, so I'll take like a couple of mags if that's a thing, and
you can carry up to 4 mags. Each mag has 9 shots. Well, 10 shots a mag.
He's not wearing any like tactical clothing, so I imagine it's just like take 1 mag, like put it into like a belt. It's not like he's in riot gear or anything. He's just wearing like a detective suit type thing. So, and he goes into like the medical box in there and just like starts rattling around a few things. Like fucking starts throwing bottles down. Like that's not the one. That's not the one. And he pulls one, like looks at it, puts it into his coat pocket, and imagine it's like just a super strong painkiller.
Okay, just add painkiller to add a painkiller to yours. All right, so everyone ready?
I think so.
All right, Gordon shouts back, "Men! How are you going in there? I need at least to know, so I can, in case anything happens, I can send other people in."
Sorry, what was he asking?
He's asking which way you're going in through. Because he heard that there's 3 ways to get in, and he wants to know whichever way you take, and he wants to know if there, once you make radio contact, to let him know if it's safe to go through that way.
Is there a main direction all the kids were brought out of? Were they all?
They all left the main door entrance, but that got closed off by the dome.
I would suggest going through the was it the bus
parking
bus
place?
park bus garage. It seems to be like the most direct route, and time's a factor.
Sounds good.
That's what he says. He says,
"Don't worry about it. Just 2 minutes."
He said, "I ain't gonna find me walking through no sewage plant. Seen these shoes?
They're new shoes."
Who says that, Gordon?
No.
No, joke.
Gordon don't give a fuck about your shoes. All right, so you guys are just gonna go through the bus station?
Yeah, I concur. It sounds like a good. I mean, doesn't mean that we're going through because I concur, but I'm saying that I do concur. That sounds like a good plan.
As you guys begin your walk around the school to get to the bus station, you are walking down, and then the floor shakes as you all hear this loud booming roar, just clearing through the sky, and everyone tenses up. Most of the kids just like they grab their ears and like their eyes wide, and they just run out of there. They just start leaving. People are leaving by the masses. Some teachers that can get to their cars now get in their cars and just leave. And many people just stay and watch. They're all terrified, but they're too scared to move.
I don't know, guys. Maybe we should wait for this SWAT team or something.
We are the fucking SWAT team.
Those guys are fucking gorillas. We let them get in there, we'll have fucking fuck all to look at. Everything will be trashed. Any possible fucking evidence will be fucking totally gone. Those guys don't know what they're doing. They're like, they're like, yeah, they're total monkeys, man. Total monkeys. No finesse.
And yeah, no fucking finesse at all. And Paul, are we near a door?
You were halfway to the like bus station door before you heard this.
So as this conversation occurs, as I say, as he says, they've got no finesse. I want to say, yeah, no finesse fucking at all. And then I want to kick a door in.
Nice.
You can kick the side door to the bus garage as you get to it. You're saying all this as you're getting there, and you just kick it in.
Yeah, nice. Do I need to roll, or is that at school?
No, that's just fine.
Sweet.
The bus station that's sticking out of the dome seems to be like being pressed in. As you look inside, the ceiling is being like pushed down a bit. The mist seems to be pouring in through some vents and windows, and it just looks like darkness inside.
Kevin's gonna pull out his hand radio and he's gonna say, "Captain Gordon, hello? Hello?
Josh, I read you.
We finally made it in."
All right, good work, kid. Good work. Follow your two associates. Report to me when you see anyone. I want to confirm alive people, and I mean alive.
How I want to speak over the shoulder real quick and say, Cap, how quick could you get us some gas masks over here, stat?
Few 2-3 minutes. We can run some over.
Guys, is it worth waiting? I don't like the looks of this. It's time of the essence.
I'm just looking at the detective, kind of looking for an answer.
If this was going to kill us, it would have done it by now. As like, I imagine, like, is this like gas, like this mist, like pouring out, like
it has a. All right. Every time the mist tries to leave, when it leaves the dome, it seems to dissipate immediately. But inside the dome, it seems heavy and thick.
So we're literally not even like. It's like if we step through the door.
You could, if you haven't stepped in, you guys are like looking at it and fine. You can see through it. It's kind of foggy, but it's like walking on a foggy day. Like the ceiling is a little pressed in, but it's like there's heavy mist up there.
Okay, so we're like a couple of feet away from looking into this like mist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So waiting or no?
I reach over and try to stick my hand into the mist.
Do you see your hand being all wavy and misty? It feels wet, a little warm.
It's like putting your hand in steam. I'm not sure how much they could do.
Jax is like, come on, man. And he like takes a step through, like gives you like a little nudge, and just like takes a step into the death mist.
Time's up, number 2. As you go in, you just feel like a bit uncomfortable at your feet, but you feel totally fine.
I'd like to take my flashlight. Is the visibility like slightly like obscured, obviously?
Like, just think of it like a heavy, misty day. You can see perfectly fine, but at a certain point, it gets a little cloudy.
Yeah, I'll take my flashlight out. I take my gun out as well, and I do that cool cop thing where they have like the gun and the flashlight.
All right. You point it
And
around, and
yeah.
you see what looks like cobblestone walls, but the outside of the school is made out of brick.
I didn't realize they were holding some sort of theater.
Gordon calls back, "Do you need those masks or not? We're wasting time here.
We're going in.
Good luck, man."
I also pull my gun, not to be outdone, and follow. Well, not really follow. Try and keep shoulder to shoulder and look the opposite way. You know, kind of try and do that like cool coverage thing that cops do on the TV show.
As the three of you walk through the garage, you see like 2 buses still there, but they seem like rusted over a bit, like haven't been used in a while. There's like potted plants that have been tipped over, and you see like screech marks coming in from the station, leaving out, but there's no bus in the way, and it seems like the screech marks stopped. Skid marks, that's the word. Not yelling marks.
It took me a moment to figure it out, but then I figured out that it was like totally onomatopoeia, right? Screech marks. Oh, I get it. So I figured it out.
So you all begin your descent. Now there's 2 doors. There's a small stairway to climb, like step up and go into the building, and there's a side door that leads to like the same building but from the side entrance. You might be like some offices in that area.
Look, I think we want to clear, like search and clear, like as much as possible, as quickly as possible. So it's like that thing where, like, your training kicks in, and I give Rex like that nod as I sort of like nod to him as I go through one of the doors, and not necessarily like venture in, but like at least check the corridors, as maybe he does the same or not.
As you pulled the door open, a blackened body falls to the ground, and you hear just a as it lays on the ground. Its hand still attached to the door, and when it let go, like the arm ripped off, and it's just the body's on the floor, and this arm is still holding onto the door.
Jackson, he puts his shoulder into the door as he's going to go in quickly, and he goes in quickly, and then this body just falls, and he sort of like jumps back. Fuck. We got a body over here.
I want to like cover the room in a complimentary fashion. Like you said, the training kicks in, so I assume that we're doing a decent job of covering each other and giving a full coverage of the room. But I say, kid, I think we need you over here.
The fuck is that?
Yeah, what do you need me for? And I kind of just come over from looking at the buses, and then I see this body and I say, oh, well, isn't that gross?
Hey, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. You guys hear that?
Hear what?
The fuck? Jackson checks every corner, every line of sight that he has from his standing position.
Roll me a spot.
D20 spot. Oh, how's the natural 20 for you? How's that work?
Yep. You look around and you see something at a corner of your eye. You flash the light up there and you see this. For a second, you see this green, maybe 3-foot thing just jump out from his line of sight and into covers.
Yeah, like he shoots before, like as soon as he sees it, bang! Like obviously, I imagine like jumps out the way, but it's like one shot.
As you fire and the smoke clears from your gun, you hear the garage door to the bus station start closing. Like it just starts closing slowly.
So add a game question here. Was this shot towards the ceiling?
Yes.
Is that what I got?
Yeah. You see him looking around and then shoot at the ceiling.
What the fuck was that? There's kids in here.
The doors begin slowly closing as they shut tight. You hear the loud.
Jax responds and he says, "Sorry, man. My bad. Fucked up."
Did any of you close that door?
Must have been intelligence from outside.
Okay.
That's like he goes to like logical thinking. That must have been no one in or out type thing.
Let me see if the captain can still hear us. And I pull out my hand radio. Hello?
Yeah.
Captain Gordon?
Yeah. Kit. Here.
There's some weird shit going on in here.
Don't. Don't.
He just keeps saying don't.
As static goes through between each word. Time up number 3.
So wait. What do you keep? Don't
worry about it.
Holler. Okay. Okay.
Time is of the essence.
I'm just going to put my radio away.
Kid, the brass are useless anyways. He wouldn't have given you anything good anyways.
I really want to check that fucking body.
Yeah, we got to figure out what's going on with this. What the hell happened to that?
All right, I'll take a look. And I go walk over towards it.
It's the body of a small child. At least 12.
Any reason why it's all mushy?
I don't know. Did you roll for it?
16 plus 7 is 23.
So you're looking over the body. This seems to be a small picture. Seems to be like a small child. Its body is like, think of a melted marshmallow. Like its skin is all blackened and bubbly. His body is like hot to the touch. It's a little warm, actually. You mistake it for being alive. Its eyes are hollowed in. And it's like bald and just burnt. Whatever happened, it was in extreme heat. Like its body just like blistered up and like bubbled up from itself.
So do you want me to tell you what I think happened? Or should I just keep it to myself?
Come on, kid, get it together. What do you think?
Well, he's hot to the touch, and I'm starting to think that maybe he melted.
Oh, why?
Well, I don't know. I'll take a look around, I guess, and I pull out my pistol and I kind of just step over the body and look into the other room.
You enter this hallway where you see like large scorch marks all throughout the hallway, and you see a bunch of other like bodies laying on the ground. Some of these range from like 18 to 19-year-olds to teachers, well, adult sizes.
Do they have similar injuries to this body, or are they like scorched by fire or something?
The more you get, the more you look down the hallway, the more you see less bodies and more skeletons. But scorch marks all the same. They're all to appear the same way. They suffered extreme heat.
I don't know. My best guess might be some sort of steam vent, but I don't see any steam around.
Okay.
There's a lot of bodies.
Okay. We have this map, but we don't really know this map, right?
No, it's more to show like what area you're in.
Right.
It's awful like a reference.
Right. Is there a lot of moisture in this room? Like, if these guys were...
Actually, no, there isn't.
Okay.
I will pull my radio out, but I never like dialed it to the frequency, so it's just like that, and I'm just like shit. Use the radio back to Gordon. Just he's telling him what we fucking found. Then he puts it away and pulls his gun again.
All right, I'll try. And with my free hands, I pull up my hand radio again. Captain Gordon?
The voice comes out of Jackson's radio and Rex's radio.
Tell Gordon.
I am trying, but
Just like I did before.
I am. Captain Gordon? Captain Gordon?
It just goes through Rex and Jackson's radios.
And so Jackson pulls his radio again. He dials it a few times, like starts speaking down like at any frequency. It's like fruitless.
Yeah, for some reason, every frequency you go through, it comes out the sound of your teammates' radios.
Vet Gott vet vad sitt bak. Det är bara ner där. We need to keep moving, guys. This is a job for the what do they call those people? The Dexter people?
Idiots.
No. The
CSIs?
yeah, there's another word for that. No, there's a word for the
Serial killers.
the guys who that come in with the photographs and the dusting and the
Crime scene investigators?
Yeah.
there's another word for like the department.
NCSI?
Coroner. This is a job for the coroner, right?
Right. Morticians.
Well, I guess I'll keep looking. And now I pull up my flashlight with my other hand. I don't do the professional stance that they were both doing. I'm kind of just standing straight up and looking around.
Time's up for another one.
And I start
Please
walking
fucking
down
move.
the hallway, I guess.
Yeah, if it's okay with you, I'd like to take point. Be at the front of the party, if that's what you call this group in a game.
Fine.
Like I want to be in front of Rick, Kevin.
And I'm gonna be like covering him, like doing that. He moves a little bit, I catch up. He moves a little bit. I feel like we don't have.
I imagine it's very rehearsed. Like,
and I feel we don't probably have to talk about. I mean, like you said, trading in, right? I mean, is this?
As you're walking down the hallway, one of the bloated bodies pops. It just from the heat, from something touching it, but it's just blistering body pops, and its guts and gore splatter all over the screen. You all jump back, move away from it, and it's just like this hot, steamy goo is laying around on the ground. You can see literally the heat coming off of it. Everyone roll me insanity. As you just saw a body pop.
I lucked out. I got a 53.
We going high or low?
got a 58.
93.
Oh shit!
All right, roll me.
I'm moving over to the white dice now. That was the black dice.
Roll me again your your sanity to see what happens to you.
82.
Character.
Oh,
God. What's your name? You are Rex. Rex, your eyes widen. You stare blankly at the body as Jackson is turns around and is speaking to Kevin. You don't hear their words. You hear this high pitched sound as you look over at them, then back at the body. You look down at your hands and just you don't know who you are for a moment. You put your gun down and start sitting on the floor next to another blistered body. And you look down at it and you swear you see a loved one right next to you. And you just begin to cry. You hold on to yourself and just begin crying and you're just scared. You won't listen to reason for a while. you're in your own little world and you just can't fathom what just happened. Something is wrong here, and you don't want to accept it that it could happen to you.
Can I can I spin this a little bit differently and say that my guy kind of goes down to his knees and says, "Guys, it's pointless. It's hopeless. This is how we all end up."
You can do whatever you want after the description.
Okay.
Whatever I describe that's it.
We're all just piles of flesh waiting to be burnt. It's pointless. It's hopeless.
You're like this for at least 5 minutes.
We're all ending up here.
I think for the first 2 minutes, Jackson is like maybe a minute. The fuck you talking about? Pull yourself together, man. And he like goes to, I imagine he goes to like pull you up, but you just like beat his hands away. And he doesn't try it again. And he looks at Kevin. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I hadn't seen a dead body before.
Oh man, he's right, but I mean, like that won't be for another 2 billion years.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get him to go anywhere, so I'm gonna look around and I'll be back.
Try not to go far. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'll be right over there. And I go, I start going down, kind of go backwards to see if I can look at other things that we might have missed.
And I would stay with Rex.
You continue down the corridor. Every once in a while, you look forward, then back to see your companions. And then you hear, like, scraping and chittering coming from the ceiling. Like something is running across, and then you hear tiny laughter. Something not too familiar. Just run across the ceiling, well, inside the ceiling, in an air duct above you.
So I can tell it's from an air duct. It's coming from the air ducts.
Right. As you hear the air duct being like something's running along like inside of it. And as it's passing over you, you hear the laughter.
In my head, I'm kind of just trying to figure out what the heck that would be. There shouldn't be any kids up there. I'm just thinking, and I look around and I want to take note of maybe where some like, are there any like vents that come out in this hallway?
No. This seems to be running along the line. This hallway, nothing's coming out. It turns like the event turns a corner. Do you wish to continue down the corner?
Can I still see?
Once you turn the corner, you don't see your friends. You'll be out of line of sight.
Can I just look down it instead?
Yeah. You see a long
turn my flashlight
hallway.
towards it and look down.
You see a long hallway. You see a couple of double doors, a single door, and it's just a very long, eerie hallway. What catches your eye is most of the lockers is like the scorch isn't in this area anymore, and most of the lockers has been like tipped over, smashed in, or just like they're just missing from their spots. And then you see something run across like the hallway farther down. It's this small little green thing with very pointy ears, just like run past the hallway. It looks like the size of a toddler. Like 2 feet at best.
Hello? Is anyone over there? Speak to me if you can hear me.
You then hear a loud scream, blood-curdling scream coming down the hallway. No, stay back! Stay back! Ah! Ah! As you hear this, something like muffling the scream, but you can hear someone still trying to shout. And then it goes quiet.
I look back to Detective Inspector Jackson to see if he hears anything.
Jackson, you at best heard Ace, like the initial one-time yell, but then it goes quiet. It's too far for you to hear the rest.
I'm just standing down the hallway, looking back and forth at him and down the hallway again, and I'm just kind of in shock, wide-eyed. I'm still have my gun kind of pointed down the hallway. And
how's
Rex is now feeling a bit better. He's connecting back.
Wait a minute. We're alive now. Well, why race for death too quick? We can. We're living. We're all alive. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't know what came over me.
You lose 2 points of insanity. Sanity. You just lower it by 2.
Yeah. No, I got it. It's kind of a waterfall effect, right? You lose insanity, makes it harder to pass. You lose more, right? I mean, that's part of the I've played it in other systems, just not the D20, but the concept's still the same. All right. So where is my sanity here? Oh, okay. So I lose 2 out of the 60, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
As Rex gets to his feet, Jackson will like pick his gun up and just like check it for him, and then like hand it back to him safely. Thought we lost you there.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
Yeah. Try to do that again, man. Slaps him on the shoulder and then looks at Kevin. Starts approaching Kevin even.
You no longer hear the screams, Kevin. It's been quiet.
I just wait for. I'm just staring down this hallway, and I'm just too. I don't want to go down it by myself.
Would you like voice what you'd seen, or because I wouldn't ask? I mean, Paul said that I heard the thing, but I didn't know if I would. It would be like
you heard something really loud. That's as best you got. It sounded like a scream. Kevin heard everything better.
I imagine, like through the sobbing from Rex, that it could have been him, like just making a little. Did you see anything?
Yeah, I saw something, and I heard. Is this normal on the Force? Because it sounded like I heard somebody getting murdered to death.
That we usually turn up like right after the murder, but yeah, sometimes you hear that.
Yeah, I don't know what I saw, but it was maybe about 3 feet tall. Looked like maybe a little kid, and then after I saw it, I heard the screams.
No, this ain't no normal. This ain't a normal high school shooting. Terrorism, more like recruiting kids now. Motherfuckers. These spits. Come on, we gotta move. Gotta stop that guy.
Guys, I'm wondering, do you think there's some sort of chemical agent here? Think about what just happened to me.
Can I make a knowledge medicine, I guess?
Yeah.
Only 12.
Are you checking on Rex?
No, just the topic in general.
It could be like he just got really scared and just lost his place for a bit.
All right. I don't think that's the case. If it was a gas or something like that, I would think we'd all be affected.
Okay.
If no one has any objections, I think I will look down this hallway and maybe I'll see what is going on.
You feel like the screams came out of farther down than the double doors. Do you take point?
Yeah, I'm telling them where I'm going and I'm going to head down there.
Oh, I'm following.
You pass the door, the double doors that label cafeteria on top, and you head down to what seems to be like the weight room next to the gym. Do you open the door?
I put my gun back on its holster and I put my flashlight in my main hand and I open the door.
The door slowly creeps open as you just hear this chewing, gooey noise. Peeking inside, you see what seems to be like a dark weight room. You see some weights that have been tipped over. Some you see the running mill still going. You hear it just turning and turning. You slowly walk inside and you're shining the light around and you just hear crunching and like as someone's trying to gasp for air. You're looking around and you see what seems to be 5 people hunched over as they seem to be pulling apart something.
I just want to is it spot?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try to look at the 5 hunched over people. Da, da, da. With a +6 bonus, that's 24.
These people seem to have charred gray skin, and their clothes are still intact. It looks like they're a little ripped from here and there, but they have like weight training clothes or like football jersey on, and they seem to be like their hands and knees are covered in what seems to be this red liquid, and they're pulling apart some like this red glob and just sticking it into their mouths. And as you're watching them eat whatever is on the ground, you see their eyes are hollow and like burning red. They look a little like this.
Where?
Facebook. Anyways, you shine your light a bit more, and you see this dude laying on the ground. His stomach's being ripped open, and he's trying to gasp for air as you shine the light, and he reaches his hand out towards you, and like you see one of the creatures just slowly turn around and like, and the small kid is like, as the others like pull more things from their bodies and just stuff it into their mouths. Since you spotted this, roll me insanity. Roll me sanity.
Oh, that's not good. That's a 92.
All right. Roll me your dice again.
46. Or sorry, 64.
At first you begin chuckling, and then you lower your light and just look over at Jackson. Go, he's getting eaten. They're eating. That's funny. You start laughing loudly. The creatures on the ground like stop eating and look over your direction. You can't stop laughing. It's just so funny to you, and it just looks completely hilarious. You cannot stop yourself from laughing.
Unless Kevin wants to do anything, like respond or roleplay that.
They're just eating him alive. Why is this? This is so amazing. This is the funniest thing I've seen in my entire life.
It's up to you, Paul, but Jackson goes like wide-eyed and like, you can't believe what you're saying, and then his eyes like adjust to the light in the room, and can he see what he sees?
Yeah. At this, you see 5 glowing red eyes looking at your direction from Jackson. You see humanoid bodies, but you don't see what he saw. And they seem to be like getting up and like moving towards you guys.
Yeah, he will. Okay.
Kevin will have a fit of laughter for 3 minutes.
Jackson, again, he looks at him and he looks at the figures moving towards him, and he sort of does a double take, and then he sort of pushes Kevin slightly with his leading elbow, and then aims his gun and says, He says, "Stop where you are. Hands in the air. Don't move."
Kevin giggles at the words "hands in the air," and as you just hear, as they slowly walk closer to you, moving, shambling even, getting closer and closer, closing in on you. The reds of their eyes just seem blazing hot. They're just like little fires inside. You could swear you could see your soul through their eyes.
He says, kids, if you've ever been shot in the fucking kneecaps, I can tell you now it hurts, and I can shoot every single one of you now. Stop moving. Stop."
They get closer.
Oh, motherfucker.
They're closing in.
And
not stopping.
He will
5 feet away.
Oh, if you're 5 feet away, he's already shot, man.
4 feet away.
Shot to wound. Shoot. Bang, bang.
Right.
I'm shooting as well.
All right, you all begin to
Legs.
fire. Roll.
Legs.
Yeah, kneecaps.
All right.
Kneecaps.
Roll me 2d20s. As you guys
Each,
can.
right? I mean, not 2 each, but 1 each, right?
Yes. Well, both of you, 2 each.
Is that plus our
whatever
weapon?
your gun is.
I'm just going to just be laughing at them as they get closer and say, "Now you guys are gonna get eaten. I get to watch you guys get eaten." And I just step behind the two of them, trying to back away from what I feel like is an obvious danger.
Okay. So, is there anything? Is the gun focus pretty much just dex? Is there any other bonus to it?
You'll have like weapons, and then it will say gun.
Right. I got marksman. What does that 7 do?
So, your marksman.
7.
Well, your marksman basically, you could call out a shot or spot someone far away, and you can assist someone with shooting them.
Oh, this is sniping marksman, right?
Yes.
Okay. So +3 to pistol and then plus dexterity as well, or does the +3?
Everything is already totaled up.
Okay. So 19. Do you want a second roll?
Yes, you're shooting 2 zombies.
Okay.
Students. Shit. Students. Fuck.
Don't say the Z word, man.
21. 22.
All right, you hit both. Ben?
I got a 18 and a 7.
You also hit them. And
nice.
They drop to the floor as Kevin giggles like they're on the floor.
Shut the fuck up, Kevin.
The last one walks closer and you also shoot it in the leg, and it topples all on top, all 4 of them. And just Kevin can't hold his laughter, and he's just as these creatures on the floor begin crawling a bit closer. They on the floor react nothing and then begin crawling to you guys. Closing in 4 feet.
With this, I imagine that I already had like the flashlight maybe not have been out this time, but I want to like pull that out again and take a look, like in the dim light. I want to look at the.
You see these grayish creatures with bright red eyes looking at you, stretching their arms towards you, each trying to crawl over. Do you get to you faster? 2 feet.
Bang.
Do you
I would step back. And if they look, they're wearing like high school uniforms, right?
Yes. Where do you shoot them? Doesn't an answer.
I just want to do it in character. I don't want to be like a dick.
2 feet. 1 foot.
I imagine I keep on like I'm stepping back, and then if they just.
Yeah.
I think I'll shoot him in the shoulder. I'll shoot one in the shoulder.
Okay. It takes it and keeps coming. Kevin, your laughter it comes down. As you see these creatures now following Jackson, Rex steps back as they keep following Jackson. The more shots Jackson takes, the more they follow him.
So, real quick question. These do not look human. They're in the outfit of kids, but they're fucking...
You can reason it however you want, but they all have different features. They have weird hair, but like they all have the school kids' clothes, and they're all like thin to the bone, all charcoaled and whatnot.
Right. Okay, but these aren't like they don't. I'm just trying to get an idea of what I'm seeing. I'm not trying to logic it out. I'm trying to
That's what you're seeing.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot. At this point, it's headshot time.
All right.
No, I can't justify that. That would not in our current political climate. There's no way.
Then they resume getting closer to Jackson.
No, I'm gonna take 2 shots. Once again, in the leg.
They react nothing to you, but they turn over to you, going and begin crawling.
Jackson will again read them not their rights, but I imagine there's some sort of dialogue. It's like
at some point you get to the point
if
where
you stop,
just stop.
I genuinely think that he would say that those 4 or 5 lines, stop, blah blah blah. I don't even know what they are.
And it just
if you stop now, you'll be arrested and you'll get your time in court, blah blah blah. And then when that doesn't happen, he will shoot one of them to kill.
You put one between the head, and it drops as the other 3 begin crawling on top of it to get towards you.
And he looks at Kevin, who's stopped laughing his head off now.
Yeah. One of them is now heading towards Rex and Kevin.
And I'll say to Kevin, so Mr. fucking medical degree, what the hell do you call this?
5 feet.
I don't fucking know. And I pull out my
4
gun
feet.
and I shoot it in the head.
It drops. They now climb over the body of the dead one and come over to Jackson. 5 feet.
Oh,
4 feet.
jeez.
3 feet. There's 3 of them.
I shoot
2
again.
feet.
Okay.
Blam,
Yeah.
blam, blam.
All right. They all drop and stop moving. Their eyes slowly dim out.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What's happening?
It's gonna be all right, kid. It's gonna be all right. Pull yourself together. What the hell was that?
I think Jackson is literally trying to pull himself together. He's taking a moment. He turns his back to everyone else and pulls that pill bottle out of his pocket and pops the lid and takes a couple. And you see him do that crack his neck thing where he's trying to get it down his throat.
I'll take a look at them and see maybe who they are. And I walk over and I examine the bodies.
Make me your roll as Ben. You feel a bit better. It's like you're staying there. You can to your next roll of sanity. You can roll a +2.
I asked Kevin.
-2. Sorry. Go ahead.
What is it you're?
Yeah, cheers, Paul.
No judgment, but what is it you're taking there?
Oh, that's Ben's thing.
And he sort of looks at you and
Oh, sorry. Did I mix up who is who?
Yes, Jackson is Ben, and Kevin
Oh.
is Alex.
Sorry about that. I flipped those. Sorry, because people have 3 names. They have their online name, they have their real name, and then they have their character name, and then there's no faces to go with it. All right, sorry. The question still stands, though. That doesn't mean you're dodging the question.
you didn't see shit. And he sort of looks at you like slightly glazed in his eyes, but he looks at you like in the eye.
Okay. Well, in that this guy has his own issues with drugs and alcohol, he's not going to fucking like call this guy out right here in the middle of fucking a war zone. So, shit, it's not really the time and place. He gives him a nod, like a knowing nod, like it's cool. I feel you, and just kind of like turns away after like giving him a look. Oh shit.
Kevin, as you're looking through these bodies, they're not like rotten, but they're dead. They're clinically dead. They shouldn't have been moving how they were moving. Like their blood flow has stopped. It's like all the blood's like a little coagulated. It's like a little thick and moving. Their body seems like it's been like this for God knows how long. And they shouldn't have been moving how they were. You can't really explain what these are, but they're dead for the best answer you got.
I don't know how to tell you guys this, but these guys have been dead for who knows how long. Probably centuries.
Wait a minute. These aren't the students?
I don't know. I don't know. They have the uniforms.
Anybody can put on anybody's clothes.
Well, whatever it is, it should have been. There's no way it should be moving, let alone wearing clothes.
If I see anything like that again, then
That's
getting
right.
a warning.
That's right. You keep moving. Move those bodies. Come on. Called me fat all these years. Come on. Move it. Move it. Work it. Oh, you fucking nerds.
I hold my finger up to my the symbol and do the like gesture that like to try and go towards whatever that is.
Yeah, the sound seemed to be coming from the door next to the weight room that's labeled gym.
Okay, before we get into the gym, can we pull a quick break here at 4:30, a 2-hour break? Is that acceptable?
Yep.
Thank you.
Let's take a small break. You're right.
Do you want to run the the gym teacher first?
Nope.
I assume it's
Wait till you guys are back.
I assume it's the gym teacher. Regular gym teachers give me nightmares. They don't even have to be undead. All right,
let's take a 5-minute break. Let me know when everyone's back.
Yeah, I'll be good about that, promise.
Thanks.
Oh, geez, Jackson.
Shut the fuck up, kid.
I'm sorry I slipped. This has really been the biggest thing I've ever done all month.
outside the school. You could hear the ambulance.
We can hear the ambulance.
No, I was joking because I could hear the ambulance outside my apartment.
Oh my god, that means civilization.
People are alive.
Gosh darn zombie jocks.
No. They're just dead people.
I'm calling
We
them
don't
zombie
know what
jocks.
they are. Okay. Goodbye, ambulance. Go save lives.
God. This is messed up.
Nah. I feel like it's fine.
Did my insanity drop?
Oh, right. Hey. Thanks for reminding me. You take 3 damage to your insanity.
Oh, dang it.
I was supposed to tell you, but I forgot.
All
right, I think before I tell you, I'm just gonna tell you that this is your insanity. Like, this is your damage to your insanity, and this is what happens.
I was kind of just expecting some sort of picture to come up next.
I'm back.
All right.
Now, I got a question. We can know what the rooms are before we get to them because they're labeled like a school, right? I mean,
Yep.
Okay, so we are at. I wish I could ping it, but we're right. Are we down?
You're in the weight room.
We're in the weight room. Okay.
So don't like heavily rely. Like you see like rooms between the weight room and the gym. Yeah, ignore that. I'll tell you, like, if there's a connecting way to the weight room to the gym, the doors open into it. I'll add and subtract things, but this is just like the general idea of the map. Got it?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Since everyone's back, you continue to hear shouting as you get closer to the door. Sounds like someone just like shouting at people to keep moving, like laughing at them as they keep like either trip or fall, and he makes fun of them. Who opens the door?
There's no objections.
I'll do it. I go up to the door, and again, I holster my gun, so it's only my flashlight in my hand, and I look inside.
The light of the gym shines to the weight room as you see like these. Oh, hold on. As you see these like 5 football players. Their suits are all worn out, and they keep beating on things or being beaten by like these little 3-foot green things. As you see across from them is this really heavy kid. Like, you can see like the neck beard growing down his 3 chins. His gut is too small for like his gut's too big for the tight shirt he's wearing, and he's wearing his big heavy black coat, and he has this like long steel sword next on his like like attached to its belt, and he's just like laughing as he's eating chips and looking at them. Like moves his glasses away, like, "Come on, you made fun of me when I was, but look at you now." He hasn't noticed you yet. And the little green 3-foot little guys look a little like this. Oh, wait. They look a little like this. This. Set. There you go. As you, like, every once in a while you see them, like, beat one of the football players with a large stick, and you just hear them laughing. As they're jumping around, smacking them in the side. The football players keep trying to, like, tackle the fake tackling practices things. There's a scene in front of you, Kevin.
All right, I close that door, and I step back into the weight room. I don't know how to explain the next room. I think it's just easier if you look for yourself.
I give Ben's character the look, and we should peek together, and I crack the door and look in. Are you with me on this?
Yeah, with the nod.
Okay.
What's going on, Paul?
He's like eating these, like, cracks open a drink and just starts chugging it down as he goes like, "All right, okay. Now next you're gonna go tackle each other, right? And then you're gonna fight you to death. Yeah. See how you like being bullied. See how you like being mistreated." As the little creature starts hitting them to get, like, in separate lines, and then start, like, beating them to one side and beat the other two to another.
Okay, I want to get
Go ahead.
Sorry, I want to get like that cop, like that police instinct. I want to be like, right, there's 4 hostiles, 4 friendlies. I want that, like, read of the room.
All right, there
General positions.
There seems
that
to be
sort of shit.
5 little green creatures. As 2 of them are hitting 2 friendlies, 2 football players, and the other 2 are hitting 2 other football players to get separated. There's 1 little green creature next to the big guy. You don't know if he's friendly or not. And there's 1 football player still waiting by the side as he's looking at his companions being beaten to one side of the room to the other.
Okay, so in my head, like, this is green things, which is fucking insane to Jackson, but they are like the hostiles to him.
Yep, there's 5 hostiles
because they're not human, really. So I want to get, like, this is my plan, Paul. I want to, like, close the door, do a little, like, are we ready? 1, 2, 3, and then go in and start shooting. But so I want to get like a what's the word? Obviously, I can't see through the door when the door's closed, so I want to know where they are before the door's closed. Does that make sense?
You can do that, but once you close the door, you lose line of sight, and you would have.
Yeah, Yeah,
As
exactly.
you
It's
open the
like,
door, you would get like if you kept the door open and like pick your targets, it would make the shot easier. Say we have a +2, but if you close the door, then open it up and to start shooting, you don't get like anything. Now that's if Rex has the marksman skill. He can point out which ones, and he can predict where they'll be when you reopen the door.
yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's exactly it.
Since Rex has marksman skills.
The kind of thing I'm looking for.
Okay. Um, you know, so how does that work mechanically? Am I spotting for him?
You're all right. Since you're both opening the door,
Yeah.
this is what you're both seeing the same thing. But if you choose to use your marking skills, you'll know where they'll be. And when he closes the door, you tell him like, all right, adjust your sights by this much, and you'll hit them. Like when we reopen the door, they'll be standing. Just shoot them from there.
I don't know how this works with the skill, but like my idea is to like my thought
You'll
process
just be shooting. You'll just get like you're just a standard pistol attack. Him as a marksman, the higher he rolls, the more accurate he can predict where they'll be.
But can he still shoot at the same time? Because I
Yes,
want
he
us
can
both to
shoot.
go in with that. Or all three of
Yeah.
us, in fact.
He can tell you where he can shoot too. But that
Yeah, cool. That's fine.
be this turn now, him marking all of them. Next turn would be him shooting. You all shooting at them.
I quickly say, I know how he can do this from my. I'm sorry if my language is here. It's not my real world, but from my time in the Gulf, we got this. There's a way that we can do this. So
roll me your marksman skill.
Before we start, Jackson shot a lot of bullets the other time. Maybe he should reload.
Damn it.
And I'm just like, so I continue to think I've already thought about that. And then like, it's that thing where he lies for his fucking teeth and then like reloads his mag.
Damn it, Kevin.
I'm also gonna reload.
Damn it.
I want to do it as sneakily as possible. I imagine that it's not sneakily.
I wanted to be funny that you like, and as the midst of your shooting, your gun cocks because you have no ammo.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Good call,
I'll give
kid.
you the perfect opportunity. I'm just playing with my gun, and I'm like, I'm gonna go check mine, and then I almost drop it.
Good call, kid. Good call. So what am I rolling here?
Just roll marksman plus a d20.
So what is it? What is that? 7
Yes.
plus whatever the d20 is.
Yep.
13.
13.
That's good.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a +1 to their shot.
Gonna need that.
Now, how do you want to do this? Do you all want to roll now or roll when you open the doors?
Yeah, wave.
Well,
It'll
If we
affect
open-
the scene, whichever one you do.
so one is coming in blazing, and the other ones take just that moment of time to appraise the scene, right?
Right. Someone's driving a motorcycle outside the school. Be careful.
I thought that was the fucking dimensional rift opening up.
Now you're gonna
Throwing
fucked.
you some ambient sound over.
It's okay. You guys missed the ambulance outside the school.
Guns blazing or reappraised when we open the door.
Like in my head, I imagine it's like Max Payne.
Guns blazing.
Like we've seen like the scene,
Okay.
and then like the door opens and bang, 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 motherfuckers die.
All right. I guess we're rolling before we go in, yeah?
All right, everyone, roll me your guns.
How many shots do we get, Paul? Is it just like a shot, or
It's
is it like an action? I don't know.
Yeah, each one of you is a shot each.
Oh fuck!
I got 12 with
Okay.
his bonus.
I got 11.
I got 12 with bonus.
All right.
Oh god.
All right. Who's kicking in the door?
I think it's me.
All right. Jackson gears up. He gives you all a nod, and he kicks open the door. And all three of you, fire your shots, and these three green creatures drop to the ground dead. As everyone spins and turns at you, the big kid like drops his chips. Like, who are you? What are you doing here? No one's supposed to be here.
Please get your fucking face on the floor, motherfucker.
You can't tell me what to do.
Jackson begins to charge the kid.
I'm Reginald Shiverblade, and he pulls out his sword. And I will. Do you charge him and tackle him?
Yeah. I want to tackle him.
All right, roll. Roll. Let's see.
I've got a feat called Blind Fighter. I don't know what that means.
Blind fighter. So if you're ever in total darkness or somehow obscured from sight, you are not affected by penalties by fighting.
Okay.
Like you're the one. Roll me a strength check.
That'll do. 22.
Oh,
21. Sorry, 20.
I am Reginald Shiverblade, and you can't tell. And you tackle him to the ground, and his sword slides through the gymnasium.
I put my forearm to his throat and like pushes up his sword arm out. You have the right to remain silent, motherfucker.
Minions, help me! As these two remaining green creatures charge up to Jackson with their sticks in the air.
All right, this would be a good time to take another shot, I guess.
Yeah, me too.
Both roll me an attack.
Do we still get the +1 bonus from marksman? Okay.
I forgot to add that in last time.
14.
14. Dude, weird.
You both look at each other, high five, then take the shot at the same time as these two green creatures drop to the ground. Their green blood splatters across the ground, and then the Reginald just like, no, you can't do this. You can't do this.
Are the football players still doing anything, or are they just standing
they're
around?
just like watching this scene happen. They're just like backed. They all like backed up against the wall, like are watching this thing happen. They look beaten and bruised. They don't. Even their egos seem to be like taking a hit as a helicopter flies above the school, searching around for any hustlers.
Paul, I don't have it in my equipment, but I assume that I have like a set of handcuffs, right?
Yeah.
I will read him his rights as aggressively as possible. You have the right to remain silent. I throw him over his back.
You can't do this.
Back. Yeah. Handcuff him up, then roll him back onto his back, so he's looking up.
He like, how do you get in here? You shouldn't be here. We had your school. More police arrive at the scene.
Whoa. That was too cool.
They're outside the school, though. They can't get it. And I have this amazing soundboard, right? But it works whenever it wants to.
So I'll look at the Reginald and say, wouldn't hurt your case if you told us a few things now. What you got to say?
Nothing to you. We were ruling this school. You have no right. This is our world.
That's very, very fucking insightful. When I give him like a slap, as I don't even look at him when I do it. I look back at the other two.
You regret this. Just you wait. I'll get my friends. They'll help me.
You got friends?
More than you.
Who's your friend?
Fuck off.
Detective, do you want a nightclub?
Yes.
I just quietly give him my nightclub.
And I like. Is it one of the like flicky out ones, or what's a nightclub? Is that like the?
It's like the little stick that you hold. Yours, the one you have. Wait, hold on. Is this the one? Yeah. Yours is extendable, the one that extends, the one to flick, the one you want. But that's
Yeah, I get it.
His is just like a wooden stick.
So I just like I take the one off him and like nod, and then I push it into his like sternum, like his chest area. Now I ain't never tortured no kid before.
I'm not a kid, I'm a rat. I don't need to take shit from you. I'm a level 5 fighter. I don't need shit from no one.
Ah, fucking nerds.
Fuck you, man.
I am just on the side. I am like scanning the room. I have my back kind of to the group, this kid and everybody, but I'm kind of trying to do check corners of the room and whatnot.
Roll me a spot.
19 plus something. Is there something? Sharp-eyed? What does sharp-eyed do?
Sharp-eyed, that's a feat.
Okay.
Roll me your spot that's under your skills.
Okay. 4. Plus the roll. Okay. 23. 23.
You see like some spat blood here and there that's on the ground. You see these dead green creatures laying about. You look around the room. It seems like there was more people in here, but they were dragged off to the weight room. You could see like streaks of blood being pulled away. There seems to be like the double doors at the end of the gym, and like the bleachers have been like either pushed aside or stepped on by some huge thing. And the double doors at the end of the corridor, one seems open.
I direct these guys' attention to what I've seen here.
Do you want me to look at the door?
Inspector motherfucker Jackson, right?
So Jackson
Hold
will
back,
lean
kid.
into
Hold back, kid.
hold him. Did you say?
No, I said hold back, kid, to the kid
Oh,
because he said, "Should I go check the door?" And I don't know if first one through the door necessarily needs to be him. I mean, I didn't say that loud, but
I was just gonna lean in and say, your mom's gonna hear all about this. He says,
nice.
sit tight. And he like sort of taps him on the head and like stands up and then
Don't touch me.
Yeah. I leave him and I give back the baton to Kevin.
But to get out of here, you'll pay. Fight me with the sword. You'll see what happens. You'll kick your ass, man.
I want to go check the sword and see if it's even real.
You walk over to the sword and then you give it a lift and you hear the scrape on the ground and it feels 100% real. It has the weight, it has the sharpness, it even cuts the ground a bit as you're picking it up. The sleek ground being stabbed with something pointy, it's really sharp.
Rex, this is a real sword. Authentic.
Your curse isn't authentic. It's 100% dwarven made.
Does he have a scabbard?
No. He had it just looped around his belt.
Should we lock him to something? Should we lock him to something and move on?
Says, I don't know, I think these boys will take care of him. Keep him safe. Right, boys? And he looks at the jocks.
They look... You expect a smug smile, but they look terrified. They look towards you like, hey, no, seriously, don't leave us, though.
This is the safest place for you right now.
How'd you get in here? No, we gotta go. Fuck this, we gotta go.
I for the first time look slightly concerned and look at the my two friends.
You know the shit that he can do. It's
Fucking
fucking
do
unreal,
that,
dude.
What kind of stuff can he do?
They fucking killed Frankie. And then Frankie just got back up and he made them bite another and then they just shoved them all. We don't know what the fuck he did. It's fucking crazy. All of them are fucking crazy. They strung up this girl by the neck. Like she was supposed to be their friend. She tried to stop them and look, she deserved to die, okay? Fucking just get us out of here, man. Come on. You got in here. We can take care of ourselves. Just tell us where to go. We're not going out back. We fucking know there's that fucking huge thing out there.
What huge thing?
I don't know, man. It's just like it's 100 feet tall, dude. It looks like some fairy tale shit, right? It's like It's a fucking dragon out there, man.
Jackson
I
will.
want to check.
Go
I want to check to see if they're high.
on.
Roll me medical.
That's a 1. Natural 1.
They look high as shit. Like their eyes are like bloodshot. They're like sweaty. They keep rubbing their hands together and just trying to keep calm. They look fucking stoked.
Do you guys practice any hallucinogens or smoke the marijuana?
Look, man, come on. We're not fucking high. We know what we saw. Just tell her to go. And like two other like, yeah, man, come on. Yeah, just get us out of here, okay? What are you all pussies?
All right, I'm just looking to Rex, and I'm just kind of just raising my shoulders, like I don't know what to do with them.
Can I secure the door that we came through? The one that we're not leaving through.
Yeah. If you want.
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to. I want to keep them.
There are 6 dead
safe.
bodies in there.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Yeah, that's fine.
In the weight room, right?
So we're in the gym, right?
Yep.
So I want to secure that door from the weight room. So I want to like lock it, basically, if that's possible. Lock it from the inside.
And walk around to come through the front doors of the gym?
Can I lock it from the inside?
No, you can't lock it from the gym. You have to go through into the weight room, lock it, then walk around.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that. My plan is to lock them in here and leave them with.
I mean, you could put you could find a broom or something, just stick it through the handles, and they'll hold the door.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
Right.
fine. And then I approach the guy that's sort of like talking out the jocks and say, "Look, we can't get you out of here right now,
Why the fuck
and
not?
you don't want to go back there. Listen, you just stay here. You need to sit tight. We'll gag him. You don't have to worry about him. He's handcuffed." And I say,
And besides, we took his only weapon.
You sure?
say, "Look," and I present like the my handgun, and I say, "Do you know how to use one of these? Your dad ever teach you to use one of these?"
Yeah. I shot a few.
Yeah. If anyone but us comes through that door, you shoot. You understand? You recognize my face?
I don't know, man. Are you sure there's no way out of here?
Not yet.
He takes the gun. Fine. You better fucking come back, dude. Don't go out there, man.
Whoa, hold up. Don't point that gun at me.
Sorry, and he just points it down. No, seriously, dude, don't go out there. Like, there's crazy shit in here, but fucking dragon, man.
Yeah.
Like fantasy shit.
Sit tight. Don't talk about dragons.
Okay. He gets back to the group. It's like, all right, guys, we gotta stay here. Let's watch the prick.
As we get a little bit, like, I go, I'm not sure if it's so good. A good idea giving those kids a gun. What are you gonna do? They panic.
He says, he sort of leans in and says, "If you're the sort of motherfucker that gives a kid a gun loaded, I think I'm not stupid."
Okay.
The illusion
wanna-
of safety.
Got it.
I want to look at the little green things got bodies.
Okay. Either search or medical. What was that?
13 on medical.
Okay. These little things have like these like these spiky small backs, right? They don't look humanoid whatsoever. No human whatsoever. Like their green skin and like blanket eyes. They seem to be nothing you've ever seen before. But like looking them over, you see their claws, right? And they look like sharp enough that they could cut someone. You put two and two together, like that probably what the teacher had when he got like his arm slashed open. Because those are like sharp fingers that these creatures have. I'm not sure what kind of where these things came from, but they're not human in any way. They almost look unreal, but you're seeing them in front of you. They're dead. They don't have red blood. They have green blood. And it's just like they just look unnatural. Nothing you've ever seen before.
Detective?
Sort of like do
Which
that
one?
night thing.
You're both detectives?
I thought so. We can retcon this.
I mean, you could be. Totally fine.
Or I guess I'll address you both then. These things might be responsible for the attacks on the teacher that was outside of this place. These creatures' claws line up almost perfectly.
Huh.
Times up 3.
I guess we any idea what they are?
No clue, sir. I've never seen anything but like this before, and watch a lot of Discovery Channel.
Well, we know they bleed, and we know we can stop them.
It's safe to say we're not fucking qualified. This is way above our pay grade. We need to get out.
Out of the school?
Out of the school. We need to tell them what we've seen. There are civilians in here. Safe for now. We need to push forward.
Wait, I thought you said you wanted to get out of the school.
Yeah, exactly. Can't go back.
The garage doors closed behind us, and I don't think there's any way to open them back up from our side.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right. Gather your wits, gentlemen. Now, Jackson, do you have an extra piece?
No.
Um, I I take the gun off my ankle holster and hand it to him. Don't let IA see that.
Just give you like a raised eyebrow and a little nod. I'll take it. Yeah, unless anyone wants to do anything in here, I imagine that we sort of like step out that door. And before we do so, I look back and say, "Sit tight, boys. We'll be back for you in no time."
Cavalry's on its way.
So am I just holding this big ass sword?
I mean, do you want to
Unless
take
you
it
put
with
it
you?
down. I kind of like the idea of that. The image of that in my mind is great.
It's just a sword.
I think I'm going to take this with us. You never know when we might need to use it in close quarters.
Watch the pointy end, kid.
It does 2d6 damage. Plus strength.
Is it magical?
You don't know that.
What kind of question is that, Jackson?
I mean,
Awesomeness. That's great.
motherfucker, is it magical?
So you guys walk out?
Yeah, I want to
So-
secure the door, like as we leave, like on the outside.
So are we going back in the hall towards the cafeteria, or are we going towards the gymnasium?
We just left the gymnasium, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were weight room to the gym. Okay. So, okay, sorry. I was confused.
So in front of you, you see, like, leaving the gymnasium, you would see this long hallway. The left, you see a large room that just has, like, labeled cafeteria. In front of
Right.
you, you see auditorium. And to your
Got
right,
it.
you just see, like, hallway splitting up.
Okay, I'm reoriented now. Sorry about that.
So where would you guys like to go?
I mean, can we do like a little check to see if there's anything?
Anything?
Fucking spooky going on? Any like noises? Any?
Dude, you can check anything you want. You're just in the
Yeah.
hallway.
I'll make a listen check.
All right.
17.
Are you listening into the auditorium?
I was just listening in general, but if the auditorium it really kind of
So
jumps out at me, I will.
you feel like you hear like some pop music come, like a small rhythm coming from the auditorium. You hear this weird sound, like wind coming from the right side into the student hallway. And then you hear the same giggling coming through the air ducts again. And then you hear the loud banging footsteps of like someone walking in the thing. Like,
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on, Jackson. I think there's something in the ducts again, and I hear what sounds like airflow in the right hallway, and new hit music coming from the auditorium.
Gentlemen, Are we just trying to get the fuck out, or are we trying to clear this?
Time's up, number 10.
Look,
We need to
look,
leave.
I don't really know where to go. I mean, maybe outside isn't a good idea either. That those jocks were saying something about dragon, and we're already seeing tons of weird shit.
We need to get out, of course, but we can't leave innocents behind. We need to do our job. We swore.
Should we sweep the part that we've already come from? Head back towards the cafeteria and check that segment of the school?
If there's like music coming from that door, I would at least want to look.
All right.
He says, so we just sort of like, imagine we sort of saddle outside the door and I just say, fuck it, we gotta check it out.
Let's do this.
And I look at you and say, you okay? You got this?
I think I'm good. What are these, real quick, pause, precise shot and sharp-eyed?
Those are feats from when you use your gun.
Does that mean one time?
No, they are like constant. They are some of them already added to your weapon,
Okay.
and one of them is to, if you say like Jackson was attacked by those walkers, right? They were on the ground. Because you were shooting into the area, you won't hit Jackson because you know exactly what you're shooting.
Precise shot, right?
Yes. But if it wasn't for that, there's a chance you might hit Jackson.
Okay.
That's why I didn't make you roll when you were shooting to stop not hurt
Got it.
Jackson. Yeah.
And then sharp-eyed?
Sharp-eyed just gives you a +2 to your gun.
So I don't need a call. These aren't called things.
No.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. So who's opening the door?
I think I should try and peep it, and if it looks like we don't get noticed, tell you what I see. Similar to what we did in the last one.
Okay.
Do you agree?
I think you should do whatever you want.
Roll me a move silently.
19.
19. All right. You feel like you're very quiet. As you slowly open the door a bit and peek in, you clearly hear the music this time. It's hot, bouncing music, pop-like. You peer in and you see 3 half-naked girls dancing on stage. They look like they've been a bit hit, and you just see a dude in a cloak in the stands, or his arm wrapped around another girl, just cheering like, "Yeah, girls, dance! Yeah, like that! Move them hips! Oh, you make me so hard! Yeah!"
I close the door and very quickly let these guys know what I saw. 3 individuals dancing. Looks like there's some sort of ringleader. I think he might be a goth kid. One of those goth kids.
Pretty weird to put a stereotype on that kind of guy, but either way, I think we should take him down.
My guy's old and grumpy. He doesn't know what all these hip young things that the kids are doing.
One of your phones start ringing.
That's mine. Sorry about that.
Oh God, they all notice you.
No. Out of game. Bad GM.
I say,
I think we
It's
should
dark.
bust. I think we should bust in, tell him to get the fuck on the floor, and try and scare the shit out of him. I mean, we've already figured out that we can't predict that what's going on with the kids here. I'm not trusting them just because they're kids. I mean, we saw what happened with that other guy.
yeah, we can't just go around shooting kids.
Can't shoot him, but tell him to get the fuck on the floor.
Then what?
Then we just praise the situation. Disarm any of them. If any of them more have swords. I mean, this is already a crisis situation here.
Hear me out.
Okay.
We're moving quietly. We get behind the guy. You grab him. I grab him. Someone grabs him. Disarms him.
I don't even know if he has a weapon. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I mean, but yeah, sure.
We don't know. Not yet.
Okay, how are we going to get behind him?
So an auditorium. What is it? An auditorium?
Think of it like a movie theater, right? And all
Yeah.
those,
So it's like there's seats that go down like a fucking theater,
and then
a stage. Yeah. So we can hide behind seats. Like it's dark.
Right? And you're coming behind him.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be easier just to find the stage entrance rather than sneak all along down the entire theater room?
I think you might have a point, guy. Jackson?
I don't want to brag, but I was
Smart
in the
kid.
drama club.
I love your character, dude. It's great.
So where would the stage entrance be? Drama boy.
It should just be down one of these halls, unless it has a back entrance.
Lead on,
I'll see if I
McDuff.
can go find it.
Oh, I was gonna make that joke. Beat me to it. Fuck.
Yeah, sure. I think you can find it, but we're all staying together. We're not separating here.
All right. And I start. I try to find an alternate route into this building.
All right. Do you go left or right? Left towards the cafeteria, right towards the room, the hallways.
Left is left towards the cafeteria.
Okay.
And I'd like to move silently.
All right. Roll me move silently.
19.
19. You feel like you're pretty silent. You begin creeping down the hallway. And as you're passing the cafeteria, you hear music coming from one of the rooms, and out of the different music, like calming orchestra music. And out of the cafeteria, you hear some girl shouting like, "Eat faster, you pigs! Eat more! Eat more! See how you like it!" Do you continue down the hallway, or do you want to check any of these out?
Are they following behind me?
If they said you guys should all stick together, then yes, they should be following behind you. If not, then no. I'll let them decide. Is Jackson and Rex following Kevin or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
All right. So they also heard the girl continue to shout at people to eat more, and the soft orchestra music coming from the music room. But you see the hallway continue downwards. You feel like if you keep going this way, you'll probably end up at the door you want to get to.
What do you want to do, guys?
Uh, I don't know. I was out smoking cigarettes in the parking lot in high school.
I don't see how that's relevant, but maybe we'll just go find that back entrance.
I'm just saying that
All right, as Kevin leads the way, you continue. Everyone roll me a spot check as you're passing the music room.
18.
Unnatural 20.
11.
Everyone but Rex, as you're walking past the bedroom, music room, Kevin and Jackson, you turn your head to just look inside, and you see this girl is hung by the ceiling, just draping over, like from side to side. She sways as blood is dripping down her arms and down her fingertips into the ground. The room is lit, so you can see clearly, and she's in a black robe. Her hair is covering her face. Both of you roll me a sanity check. And take 2 points of insanity after.
That's a 61, which is really close to me failing.
That's a 48.
You both just shudder to yourself as you turn back and follow Rex as you guys stopped for a moment. Didn't even realize you stopped to look. As you look around and Rex continued ahead. You just shudder yourself and begin going again. Kevin catching up to take point again. And you turn a corner and you see a room labeled backstage entrance, members only.
This looks like the place.
You jiggle the knob and it's locked.
Does it look like it can possibly be picked?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to make an attempt. $25.
25. You take out your small picks and you start picking at it. While he's doing this, anyone else doing anything?
Um, I'm just watching back down the hall.
Okay. Jackson,
Yeah, I think we'll do the same.
are you watching separate halls or watching the same halls?
Oh, I'd watch a separate one if there is 2 halls.
Jackson.
So it's like left and right, yeah?
Yep. Jackson. From the right hallway, you see this large orb. At first, it looks like someone's pushing something down the hallway. But then you see one eye. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. These large eye sockets coming out. And then this big, huge eye peeks around the corner. And it seems to be chewing on something. It's like crunching down with legs sticking out of its mouth. It's floating in the air. It looks like this. And it's just crunching down. And it spots all 3 of you. And it just begins to move slowly. And you see one of its stalked eyes begin to glow. And Jackson, make me your reflex save.
$17.
17. It fires down the hallway. You hear the blast as it like screeches through the lockers, and you jump out of the way as it burns like this laser substance into the walls, down the floor, into the corridor, and it crunches down on the legs it was chewing, and the legs drop to the ground. It's coming down the hallway now. Kevin, you unlock the knob. You hear the click, and then you see this laser just fire through the hallway as Jackson just dives out of the way, and you just see this red glowing streak that it left on the lockers in the floor. And you see the huge thing coming down the hallway.
Everyone get inside quick. And I open the door.
It's slowly floating through everyone.
I think I would get off a couple of shots, like blind shots.
All right. Roll me 2 d20s.
I'm gonna shoot 2.
Definitely a miss, and that's not necessarily a miss. 16.
16 hits.
Nat 20 and then 17 plus 17 plus 320. Nat 20 and 23. Sorry. A regular 20.
As Kevin runs into the room, you two both fire shots. One of them goes. Jackson's shot goes into the body of the creature, and you see purple blood just spew out of it as Rex fires two shots, and one of them takes out an eye, and the other one like grazes its remaining huge eyeball as it roars loudly, and you guys just duck into the room. closing the door behind you.
Oh yeah, we're closing that door. Is the lock still intact?
Yeah.
I
You go-
relock it behind
You're
us.
like, safe. Now what?
Jackson is going to be frantically like out of character, looking for like another way out of this room.
You see the stage in front of you, and the girls have stopped dancing, and they're looking at your direction, and you just hear like, "What's going on up there? Fuckers, go! You three, go check up there." As you hear like pitter patter of feet coming towards the stage.
Jackson like pops like the remaining 5 or 6 pills that are in there. Usually they only take 2, but this time he's just like, I'll have all them.
All right.
Can we see him do that?
You do this time, yeah. He doesn't hide it at all. He just like bang.
You
What
hear
are
one
those,
of,
Jackson?
Go ahead.
It's medication. Okay?
One of the girls shouts, help us!" As these three green creatures just jump onto the stage, splotching to start running towards you. One of them throws a spear at you. Rex does a 15 hit your AC. I think so. Yeah. AC's 12. Hits you.
Yes.
As a spear digs into your shoulder, you take
Fuck.
4 damage.
Ouch.
And it like knocks you back up. It's like, fuck. As this, not this large, but it's like maybe this, like 2 feet. No, that's too small. Like maybe 4 foot spear just jabs into your arm.
Did you say 4?
Yeah. 4 damage. And they start running towards you. The girl starts shrieking, and you hear the dude shout from the auditorium, like, "Oh fuck, someone's here! Shit!" And you hear like something push him. He's like, "Ugh!" And you hear one of the girls like, "We gotta go!" And they try to run, and then you see a large just fireball hit the stage. As the stage now catches on fire. What would you guys like to do? As you have 3 green creatures in front of you. The stage is now catching on fire. The girls are running away. And now the door behind you starts being banged on. Big thuds.
I brace the door.
You hold on to the door. Roll me a strength check.
14.
14. You're holding onto this door. If no one is acting, roll initiative, guys.
Me? 2 plus something, maybe.
15 with my dex bonus.
16.
3 with my dex bonus.
It would be Kevin, and then, Kevin first. Wait, yes. Hold on, wait a second.
In the heat of the moment, I'm still holding the sword and kind of over my shoulder and in both my hands, and I see the spear get chucked, and I'm like, oh my god! And I look to my gun, and I just can't think about using it right now, so I just scream and run at one of the goblins with the sword, and I attack him with it.
Who said they were goblins?
The little green creatures.
All right, you attack.
Oh, wow. 19.
19 hits.
The damage is 2d6.
Yep.
5.
You slash through him. And like the goblin splits open, and blood gushes at you, and you're panting hard as you're holding this blade straight through this goblin's body. Jackson.
Oh my god!
How much like I don't know how to like phrase it, but I want to like brace the door and use all my strength to do that if I need it. If I don't,
Right,
then I'll
that's your
take.
full action.
Yeah, so I mean, if I don't need my entire strength to do it, I will take my gun and shoot at the goblins behind us, behind me.
If you want to spend your full action to brace the door, you don't have to make a check. It'll just be braced. But if you want to take an action and brace the door, you can. And then as a bonus, you can shoot, but you'll be at disadvantage.
That sounds like something a crazy person would do. I will do that.
All right, go ahead.
Disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Crazy person hopped up on painkillers.
Okay, the first one was really good. The second one's a 10.
10?
Yep.
Hit.
Fucking sweet. Oh, that's a 1.
1.
Still counts.
You clip the goblin's ear, and it just flings off as he just the little thing going. Ah! It picks up its spear and just throws it at you. Jackson does a 9. I don't think that hits.
Nope.
9 as it splings into the door, and it drops to the ground, and he just like snarls and just starts charging at you. As the other goblin sees that his friend just died next to him, goes to stab Kevin. Oh shit, not 20. This is gonna hurt really bad. Oh shit. He stabs you for 11 damage.
That
Spikes
almost
you right
knocks me out unconscious.
He spikes you right through the chest, and you feel like there's a spear right in you. You gasp for as he jabs it deep in there and then pulls it out as you feel like you just took a major hit. And Rex, your move. Your move. You have a spear in your arm. You just saw Kevin be like spiked through. One of the goblins seems to be charging at Jackson. Shit's going crazy.
Is it me?
Yeah, your turn.
Okay. So there's 2 live goblins left.
Yep.
All right. So I am going to take a shot at the most dangerous goblin first.
Which one would that be?
That's the one that's. I mean, he's got Kevin skewered, right?
Yep. Yeah, that would be it.
Yeah.
Take a shot.
7 plus 10.
10 hits.
Now I am going to take a shot at the secondary goblin.
First, do your damage to the spiked goblin.
Oh, okay. What is it? Let's see here. I'm sorry. I mean, I can look that up. I don't need to ask you.
1d10 if you're using your pistol. 2d10 if you're using a rifle.
I don't have to have a rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I totally missed that. Sorry, everybody.
Then
I mean, I hadn't really.
you're fighting with your pistol. 1d10.
Yeah, there hasn't been a need for that yet. 6.
6. You blow the head off the goblin that just skewered Kevin as Kevin just drops to his knees.
Okay. I am going to take a shot at the second goblin.
All right. -2.
Oh, 5 to 8.
So a little thing I didn't mention, I forgot to mention this in Call of Cthulhu. You can take as many shots as you want, but it as long as your gun has a multi-fire,
Right.
and every shot you take negatives towards it.
Okay.
Which is on your turn. Yeah,
So
-2.
So I'm going to take a third shot at -4. And then I'm done. 17 -4 plus 3, 16. Yeah.
All right. Take the damage. Do damage.
1.
1. You put a bullet right through the goblin's head and he drops. It was the one with the missing ear. The stage is now on fire. Kevin, you're bleeding while, like, you knee down. You're on your knees. You're looking around like your vision's getting a little hazy. Thud. Jackson, the door gets pushed in a bit and you hold it back. What do you guys want to do? Thud.
Yeah, I think I'm going to brace, just take a full action to push the door.
All right. Now out of combat, you guys can go. Thud.
I'm not feeling so good.
You hear a voice from the auditorium like, oh, shit. Wait, is that a guy? Oh, shit. Yeah, he's hurt. All right. You two come with me. We're going to go take him out. Kevin, you see this dude in big glasses, thin dude in big glasses with 2 goblins falling behind him in a cloak charging at you. He seems to have a stick in his hand.
All right. I'm going to let the sword fall, and I'm going to pull out my gun, and I'm going to shoot at the guy with the glasses.
All right. Roll.
12.
12 will hit. Where are you hitting him?
Do you have like a body chart that I can use?
So, I mean,
because I can't really aim properly, so this is kind of just a fluke shot.
well, just take. Then it won't be a killing blow. How about that? You can take whatever shot you want, but it won't kill him. So no headshot.
Okay. I'll shoot him in his hand where that he's holding the stick with.
All right. He just yells, ah! And he drops the stick. Oh, fuck! You two just go fuck him up. Go fuck him up. Ah, fuck! Thud, Jackson. This thing is not backing down. The stage is now catching more on fire.
Oh, you're going to need to find another way out.
Sorry, who are you speaking to?
Everyone? Oh.
Everyone, okay.
And I think Ben was talking to you.
Okay. Let me
Thud.
reset. Let me just reset my brain here. There's the auditorium. There's the music room and the stage.
You're in the stage area.
Right.
Thud.
And there is still the three girls are where?
They were on the stage. They're trying to run out, but they don't know where to go.
Okay. And all right.
Ben, roll me a strength check.
Boom.
How's the natural 20 for you?
You hold down the door as you feel like it's been pushed really hard in, and you just feel like fuck, and just slam your whole body against the door, holding it back.
Can I
And
make
you
an
felt like that was a really good That was a really good push from that creature outside.
Can I make an insight roll?
On what? Yeah, you
Try and
can.
figure out exit stage left.
You can.
Maybe stage right.
I would say maybe you spot.
Spot roll.
Yep.
Okay.
Or search, like you're searching for a way out.
Okay. Yeah. 12, 7, 19.
19 on search.
Yes.
All right. Your eyes are darting from side to side. You're searching around like shit. You see another door across the stage that leads out, and you spot the double doors that you saw at the top of the auditorium. And
Okay.
the one behind you.
Yeah, the one we don't want, right? I think I'm going to try and get the first one that you mentioned, not the one by the auditorium. That's the farthest away, right?
Yep, Kevin. Okay. There's two goblins approaching.
I'm gonna try and head towards that door, and pop it open and look out as quick as I can.
All right, so you're gonna run across the stage.
Yes.
There's another one. You get him! As the goblins divert their attention from Kevin to Rex, and they pounce on him. Well, going for some slashes.
Okay.
You can go ahead, Kevin.
I was gonna take a shot at one of them.
You can. As both of them 17. Just pounce, you fire a shot. 17. It hits, and you do your damage real quick.
7.
As Rex begins running across, these two goblins just jump at him. You weakly lift your gun and fire, and put one between its ear socket, and it drops to the ground dead. As the other one jumps onto Rex and starts slashing his back. Rex, does an 18 hit you? Yes. Start taking damage. Ah, fuck, that was a 6. 6 damage. As this thing is just thrashing on your back, slicing. Jackson, roll me a strength check. Also, Rex, you're running. Well, this thing's on your back.
I'm sorry. What?
What did you hear?
No, I didn't hear the second word you said. I'm what?
You're running towards the other stage door while there's this goblin slashing your back around. You took 6 damage from that.
Right.
Ben, what's your strength check?
18.
18? Fuck, mine's 18. You feel like the door was about to give way, and you're barely holding on. You feel like if this thing does one more good push, the door is broken off its hinges. This door can't take it.
No, we don't have much fucking time.
Rex?
Can I, while I'm running, try and put the gun behind my head and take a shot at this thing?
Yeah. -2, but you can do it.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, you don't have a -2. You have a precise shot. You're fine.
Okay. All right. So, shit. Let's see. 5 plus 3, 8.
8 in total?
Yeah.
You miss.
Yeah.
You hear a loud ringing in your ear.
I'm going to try and do another shot. I think that's getting close to 6, though, right?
No.
I don't think I'm quite out.
It restarts every time you want to take more shots.
No. I mean, bullets left in the fucking gun.
Oh, yes.
5. So that doesn't get it. And then I'm going to try a third shot. And this is probably my last. Nope. I think I'm probably out of bullets if this is
So you see Rex as this thing slashing his back. He puts his gun forward and starts just firing into the air, and he just can't hit it because this thing keeps moving around. You get to the door, and you're just trying to throw this thing off of you. Roll me a strength check.
9.
9. This thing is
Plus.
just too hard, not giving. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Thought you were done.
It's probably not going to do it. I mean, plus 0. Yep.
Oh, shit. I rolled really bad. Okay. You grab this thing and just chuck him across the room. And you chuck him across the room. You just grab it. He yanks and he lifts your shirt up a bit as you throw him across the room. Ben, one final check. Let's do this. Kevin, what do you want to do while you're on the ground?
Oh my god.
I want to see if I can will myself to stand up at this point.
Roll me a dex check. No, wait. Roll me a will save. That literally has will in the end.
Only 6.
Okay. You feel like you need help. This guy with a shot hand is really just having a fit like, fuck, this guy. Man, use this hand, man. Come on. Ben, what'd you roll?
Would you believe it?
I'll believe whatever you tell me, buddy.
Another natural 20.
Fuck off.
I swear to God.
I thought I did really well when I rolled a 19.
I do not lie. That is fucking awesome.
This door just pushes it, and you see the hinges pop off, but you were like, and just shove it closed. If it beats you even once, this door's coming off, and he has you.
Yeah, I'm not going to roll that well again.
Rex, buddy, what you doing?
Have I made it to this door?
Mm-hmm.
Have I looked outside?
You can look outside. You see a large, multi-eyed creature slamming against the door. Like it's gnawing at the door, just trying to slam itself. You look the other side, and it's completely clear. It looks peaceful. You see the front door of the school, though.
Wait a second. So wait, there's one of these at the other door that Jackson was blocking.
Just one. That's just in one. Just the one. Jack's
Okay.
blocking the one that attacked you guys.
Okay. So I see the exit to the school.
Yeah,
right?
You see the front door exit, and then you see a big part that just says library. Big room.
Everyone, this way. The way out.
Kevin.
And I open the door.
Roll me a reflex save as burning wood falls from the ceiling.
$24.
24. You spot it immediately and roll off the stage and fall from the stage as this large wooden log falls, burning, blocking the path. Jackson, you are now blocked by fire and blocked by the door you're holding. There's no other escape from here. What would you like to do?
Has Kevin's obviously gone, right?
You saw Kevin dive out of the way.
Okay. Jackson's going to hold the door.
All right. You brace the door. Kevin,
Oh, fucking hell.
what is it? What you get?
19 on the die plus 3 is 22.
You hold the door.
Oh,
But
this
the door-
fucking hero.
But the door's off its hinges now, and this thing gave it enough force where it just pushes you into the room. It doesn't knock you over because you held the door, but the door is the only thing blocking you and this creature that's now floating inside. It starts biting at the door that you're holding. You can feel its sharp teeth wrapping around this door, and you're just looking for a way out. Rex, you saw Kevin jump out of the way, and it's like on the floor of the stage room, and you see your exit. What do you want to do?
I see my exit is what you said?
You found your exit.
And Kevin's on the ground.
Kevin's on the ground, off stage. The stage is catching on fire slowly.
And is he?
You don't know
I jump down and go to him.
All right, you run back on the stage and jump across. Kevin, you're on the ground. What are you doing?
I'm still gonna try to get myself up.
Romeo will save.
Ah, no, it's not happening. 7.
No, just can't. Just hurts too much. Rex, you run over and you just see Kevin on the ground, laying there,
I
holding
still
his
have the
side where he was
spear in
stabbed.
here.
Holding the spear that was next to him. You look him over. He's pretty badly hurt. What do, Rex?
I try and like get him up on my shoulder, and can I make my way back to that exit still now that the stage is on fire? I feel like I can. All right. I give him my I'd like to try and like give him the chat like, you're a soldier, you can make it, and get him to at least like not be as little of a burden as possible. You know what I mean? Like really amp him up if I can, like.
As you pick him up and turn around, the kid with the wand is pointing the wand at your head. Stop. You weren't supposed to be here. How did you get in here? He's holding his hand really badly against his chest. It's bleeding into his shirt.
The Dark Lord sent us. This is all as planned.
He smiles. Wrong game. Roll me a will save.
I want to make a slate. I want to make a sleight of hand first.
Go ahead.
With my dexterity bonus, it's an 18.
All right. What would you like to do?
As quickly as and with as much energy as I possibly can, just lift up my gun hand and shoot him.
Roll me to hit. You have a +3.
Oh, it's a 1. Natural 1.
You're lifting it up, but you're too weak and you just fire into the ground. Rex, roll me a will save.
20. Natural.
You feel some force come enter your mind and you shove it out of you. And he gets wide-eyed and like, no. Jackson, this thing is in the room with you. The door is your only protection against it, and it's about to give way. What do you do?
I imagine that maybe like parts of the door's like burning at this point. Like I can see through it maybe a little bit, and I know it's just going to collapse on me at any point. So I sort of push the door into the thing and roll round the back of the door. I want to get behind this thing and run out of the room. And as I do so, I want to shoot every single bullet that's in my clip before I drop the gun and run.
All right. Roll me. I don't even know how to roll. Roll me. No, I got it. Roll me a dex check. No, wait.
No, I've
Strength.
got
I feel like it's strength.
I've got some in there. What have I got? Oh, that's someone else. Oh no, parry. I've got parry. Is that a
Oh,
thing?
you can use parry. Shove the door and like use it to your momentum to push yourself out of there.
No, I fucking lost my D20.
Roll it again.
Okay, so that's a unnatural 20
Okay. Let's see what he can
on
do.
parry.
Ooh. What's in total?
It's 20 with parry.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. Then you push it. You push the door into him, and he just gnaws on it like his mouth is stuck. You move away and you run out the door. Just out the door snaps in two. Rex, you're standing in front of you. This kid just in disbelief, like, no, you can't. Not with me. I'm the master. I'm Master Biden. You can't do this. Submit. And he just points the wand at you again. Roll me another will save.
Me?
Rex, yes.
Oh, 7.
You feel like you feel like your mind is just ripped out.
9.
You feel like your mind is just ripped from itself, and you just feel like you're a bystander to your body. You see him smile. He's like, good. Snap his neck. You look at Kevin.
Can I take another shot at this guy?
You can.
Can I take 2?
You can.
My first one is a 7.
Miss.
And I take a -2 penalty on this one.
Yep.
Oh, I got a 6.
Miss again. You look at Kevin, you have him leaned against your shoulder. You slank over your shoulder and grab his head. You look Kevin in the eyes. You are shouting at yourself to stop, but you can't, and you just Kevin drops to the ground, dead.
Sorry.
The man looks at you, the kid looks at you, he's like, roll me a will save.
Oh my god. 2 plus whatever, if that plus helps me.
Now point the gun to your head.
Yeah,
You struggled to do so.
I was actually going to do that myself, to myself out of guilt. But all right.
You struggled to move your hand up, and you put the gun to your head. Jackson, you're outside. You are in the hallway. What's up?
I wish to run.
Run where?
I imagine I don't have a bearing at all.
Huh?
I don't have a bearing of where I am, right?
You're back in the hallway. You just want to continue down the hallway?
Like, I want to run
Just run?
out. Yeah, just run until I leave.
All right, cool. I'll come back to you.
If I see exit signs, I want to follow that shit.
Rex, roll me
Is
one
it-
last will save.
Okay, I had something I wanted to do with my will.
Well,
19.
What do you want to do with your
19.
will?
Well, I wanted to shoot through me into the other guy.
You manage to gain enough consciousness to turn your body, and you fire. Your world goes dark. The kid takes a bullet in the head and just drops to his knees and falls dead. Jackson, you're running to the front door of the school, and you get to it and you start shaking the knob, shaking it. It's just like, and you bash the window of the door open to get it out. And as you do so, a magic circle activates under you, and you feel your whole body being pressed to the ground. You can't move. And you see this timid kid walk up to you. And you see him smile. It's like, hey, you got a nice body. You hear him chanting as you're trying to struggle and fight your way out. As his magic incantation just wraps around you. And before it finishes, he stabs himself in the heart and falls over. You blink for a second and look at the kid. Then you're on the floor looking at yourself. You're confused. What's going on? And then you see your body chant something as the circle disappears. You feel yourself get really cold. And you see your body just stand up, smile, crack open the door, and start walking out. Camera shot. As Jackson now walks out of the building, the dome begins to lower, and Gordon runs over like, Jackson, what happened? What happened in there? And Jackson just sounds like, kids having fun. And you begin walking into the crowd and begin walking into the night as this large red dragon appears outside the school, like behind the school, climbing on top of it and roars into the night. And that's what we're going to call
it. Cool.
You're fucking kidding me.
Of course. It totally makes sense to me.
There's never any winning in Call of Cthulhu, is there?
There is winning. It's just that I expected Rex to go to the front door and it trigger the magic trap. But he didn't. So I was like, oh, well, where's Jackson going to go? Oh, he can go there. Why would he go
It was
back?
just a shame that I couldn't do anything for like 4 rounds.
Nah, man, you took us. Realistically, that makes sense. You're like, I've been fucking stabbed. Yeah, good guys, good games. I didn't get to do most of, if not all the stuff I wanted to do. I realized how much time consumed.
I don't think that I failed a sanity check.
I don't think you did.
Sorry, what did you just say? Oh, you didn't fail a sanity check.
No, I think I took 1 and that was it.
Yeah.
Like the game was getting to the point where it's like, oh, dude, I want to do more of this game. I still have so much I want to play with.
I say though, like, I still felt like I was going insane. Like, my character was just like this. It doesn't matter about like me rolling a dice. Like, he is fucking losing his shit.
But yeah, how do you guys feel about the game?
Too fucked up.
I am super excited that I made that last willpower check because I wanted to take that fucker with me no matter what. I was convinced. I was ready to not have it happen, but like
that 19 that came out of nowhere, I was like, yes,
dude, that was
dude. I had like
way to end it.
I had 2. Well, I was like waiting for like, I didn't want like, I was like, okay, I could like maybe get a willpower check and survive and then maybe get out. But at this point, I just was like, no, everything was falling apart, and
The fact that
and my guy had one.
you're the gun guy, and you used the gun, like, yeah. I want to shoot myself to shoot him. That sounds like a reasonable fucking solution.
Yeah. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, I had fun.
I wish I could have done more, but I feel like we got 2 good ones in there. So, if you couldn't tell, this was D&D in the real world.
Yeah.
I was basing it off, what if Jack Chick was right?
Jack Chick, why do I know that name?
The Chick Tracks, the Dark Dungeon. What if this Christian guy that made a bunch of books going like D&D is evil, it's connected to Satan.
Oh yeah. Right.
What if he was right? This group of kids opened up this portal, and D&D creatures came to life, and they were under their control.
That totally makes sense. Okay, so I was wondering, like, I thought it was like, I thought it was laziness. I mean, well, it's like, what the fuck? But no, the first one, I'm like, okay, he's just using this as an example. Okay, that's a fucking beholder. Okay, just let it go. Let it go. This is just a conception. This is a proof of concept here.
I was reading through like, all right, what can I do? Because I had a game prepared. It was like, oh, I can make a horror game about a well. Because they're in a well. Yeah, it'd be great. And then as I was like thinking about it, I found an unused page that I had saved about like a Chick Track, the PDF file. I was like, what's this? Oh shit, Chick Tracks. Oh shit, what? That's a really good idea. What if D&D was... What was Jack Chick was right? D&D is evil and will bring about the end of the world.
So how many players were there? Were there other players elsewhere?
There was 5 players in total. Well, one of them was killed by the other players, and 1 DM.
Okay. So there was the guy in the weight room.
Yeah.
Then the guy that mind controlled you.
Yep. And then there was I'm gonna give the character names and then the real names and what they're about. Blood Cleaver is Ted Danson, this small nerd kid. Vixen Dark Veil, Allison Murphy, the not so pretty girl. Reginald Silverblade, Fred Manson, the neckbeard. June Bug, Rebecca Fisher, she's a pigtail shy girl who only expresses herself through D&D. Master Baden, Master Bison, Jerry Mitchell, the pervert, that one day you were facing in the stage, and then the guy that calls himself God, Samuel Richards, the DM. The one that took over Jackson's body is Ted Danson, the nerd. That was lying in wait ever since he saw the beholder attack and you heard the gunshots. He had a bladed axe with him. A double-headed axe, and I wanted to see what would happen. Well, good game, guys. I'm going to pause recording now.